No, you can't call a dog
Okay,
Obama,
you're so
man.
right,
Come
but I've
on.
always loved the idea of naming pets after beloved presidents. And I'd be like, here's my dog Obama, he's my best friend. I'm best friends with Obama. But you're right, it could be misinterpreted.
Yes. And you're also blatantly ignoring the best dog president named Rutherford.
Rutherford. Oh, that's so good.
Rutherford is a really good dog name.
Or, Garfield.
What if Madden Football had a dating simulator? What if Call of Duty had a taxes calculator? What if Sonic had arthritis and he couldn't run? What if Waluigi had a gun? New features, new graphics. Another instant classic. Remastered, revised, quadrupled in size, robustly monetized, now it's critically acclaimed.
Hello and welcome to Hey, We Fixed Your Game.
And greetings from Fixco, the world's largest gaming conglomerate.
This is a show where we, on behalf of Fixco, acquire beloved game IPs and reimagine them with bold new ideas.
I'm Dwight.
And I'm Caleb.
Caleb, are you hearing me all right? I think I finally got Wi-Fi signal down here.
Yeah, I can hear you just fine. You're in the cavern.
I am in kind of a large warehouse cavern crypt combination.
Oh, the warehouse
Yeah.
cavern crypt.
Yeah.
I've heard of that. It's on the signs. You follow the sign for warehouse cavern crypt.
It's just an arrow with all three, and you think it's taking you to three separate locations, but they're
You
the
follow
same
the signs
thing.
and all three point
Yeah.
to one big ominous door.
It is kind of eerie how many dead employees have been buried in the crypt here at Fixco.
Yeah, what do they have you doing down there?
Well, I was supposed to print off some sales reports, so I was trying to find the printer. I did find the printer, but now I can't find my way out. They do not waste electricity on lights down here, so the only light I have seen in the last 2 weeks has been the torchlight of wandering bands of feral QA workers who've tribalized.
Oh, dude, I was wondering where their department was. I guess they don't have one. I guess they're in the crypt.
Well, I mean, that's why our games have been so buggy, the PC releases, is because all the QA workers got stuck in the crypt and have now formed their own tribes and nations.
Oh, I hate when the QA workers get stuck in the crypt. That's like my least favorite thing about game dev.
Yeah, no, it's a problem for most game studios, but I would say Fixco has a particularly large problem with QA workers tribalizing.
Well, we've got the largest crypt, and they brag about that
It's
on their marketing constantly.
How big do you think Microsoft's crypt is?
Dude, pretty big. They're like definitely second, but Fixco's number one in every category.
This is my Watch Mojo video. Top 10 largest gaming crypts. Oh, Caleb, I think I'm hearing a buzzing in my pocket from my Fixco pager.
Oh, your Fix phone?
My Fix phone is ringing.
Oh, do we have an email?
Yes. Sorry, I just hung up. It was somebody calling me to tell me that we have an email.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, talk to you later. Love you. Bye. That was boss. We have an email.
Hey, Fixco boys. You might feel like you're in hell, but have you considered bullet hell? Could be worse. We've acquired Star of Providence.
Whoa.
Fix it up, boys. Do your worst.
Yeah. Awesome.
All of those pauses and breaks were included in the email. I don't know what to tell you.
Hey, Fixco, what a good get. What a sick get.
Yes, and very timely too. I know a couple things about Star of Providence. It's a bullet hell roguelike game, which I personally love. It's one of my favorite genres of all time. I consider Enter the Gungeon one of the greatest games ever made. It was created by Team D13.
Which I mistakenly before the call called Team B-17. Caleb
Which is a type of fighter plane. Which is a type of fighter plane.
A weapon.
Which is very funny because this game is all about flying a little ship around and shooting bullets.
That's so
in
true.
a dungeon a la Enter the Gungeon or Binding of Isaac. It was originally published under the name Monolith. The game was called Monolith, and the game was released in 2017. It's very positively regarded, but it was a very limited release. And then it was changed to Star Providence, to Star of Providence, due to fears of legal trouble from the studio called Monolith. I don't know if it was specifically legal trouble, if it was just they didn't want to confuse people.
They raised their hands and said, hey, I don't want any trouble.
I just work here.
I'm just a game.
So they renamed their game Star of Providence and released it on the Switch in 2025, February of this year, which they pursued a Switch publication via Big Mode, who you may know from a little game called Animal Well and a little YouTube channel called Video Game Donkey. This is all very ironic because the studio called Monolith, the game studio formerly known as Monolith, was recently shut down like this month by Warner Bros. Games.
Yeah.
And so the whole debacle, if they had just held on for a little longer.
I believe it was just this week.
Yeah, it was literally just this week.
Like February 2025, Phil Spencer stepped out onto his Saruman balcony and declared in his voice of the mages, "There shall no longer be any monoliths." And everybody said like, "Oh shit, we better."
"Thou shalt not worship any monoliths other than mine."
Yeah, and then he revealed his monolith.
Yeah. He dropped his pants and showed the world his monolith.
Oh no. Yeah. He's the man has too much power.
Really love the name Monolith for a game. Really love the name Monolith for a studio. Genuinely sobering to see more game studios get shuttered and for people to lose their jobs. It's genuinely tragic.
Uh-huh.
And it sucks.
That's true. And Caleb, I have not played this game. Have you played this game?
Yeah. I in fact, just before you called me on your fixed phone, I won my first run of Star of Providence. It was awesome. Except one weapon type in particular is pretty busted, and that's the sword. The sword shoots a little projectile and also clears out the bullets from in front of you, and it turns out in a bullet hell game, that's really useful, is wiping the bullets that are coming in your direction. So I got like an upgrade that prevents it from breaking and an upgrade that makes it bigger.
Yeah.
So I was just coasting from the very beginning of the game. Yeah, it was very busted.
You took the dodge mechanic out of the game, and all that was left was the, I guess, attack mechanic.
Yep, I just swang. I was swanging. But it's a blast. It's a lot of fun. I'm loving it. Like I said, Gungeon is one of my favorite games, and this very much feels in keeping with that. It's not as expansive or referential as Enter the Gungeon, but it's just as fun and definitely more demanding of your skill. There's just more bullets flying in a smaller area. And that's another important thing to note about the identity of the game, is that there are two bars on the left and right of the game that nothing happens in. So the area that you have to move and dodge in is tiny, which makes it so much harder.
You're pillar boxed in.
Yes, it's easier to see all the bullets, but it's so much harder to avoid them. Which it feels unique, except it's not. You know, like the 4:3 aspect ratio. You know, Robert Eggers did it first.
Yeah.
In The Lighthouse.
Yeah. The first movie ever made in 4:3.
But anyway, I've got some fixes for you, Dwight. You ready? You ready for?
Yeah, let's fix this game.
So obviously these big black bars, they gotta go. We can't have like 3 inches of black space on either side of the game. Just
too
not
many inches.
Doing anything.
Yeah.
You can customize them with like little wallpapers, but it makes the game just more distracting.
Yes.
In my opinion, just 2 black bars better for me. I don't want to see pictures. I have a suggestion for different difficulty meters. When you increase the difficulty of the game, you know, easy, medium, hard, extreme, or mega death, or whatever we want to call it.
Bad time.
If you're playing the game on easy mode, those spaces show like Family Guy compilations.
Yeah. Great. Yes. You're just having a good time.
Yeah, it's not too distracting from the bullets that are on the screen. It's not too overwhelming.
There likely will not be any bullets in the Family Guy episodes, so
probably not. So like, you know, the two bars do serve to distract you, or maybe they serve to calm you. It depends what your relationship with your own brain is.
Turn you on?
Hey, depending on what's going on.
Me.
Just you wait. So easy mode, obviously Family Guy clips, or like King of the Hill clips, or like, you know, just any adult cartoon clips.
American Dad?
Sure. That's a great show.
Can I?
Yeah, American Dad. You can unlock.
There we go.
It starts default Family Guy, and like American Dad you can put on once you unlock it in game. Medium is sped up You Laugh, You Lose compilations.
Oh, no.
Yeah, way more distracting. A huge jump in skill required. The two sides of the screen are actively trying to distract you at this point. They're not just passive comedy bits that are meant to be enjoyed primarily by stoners and people who aren't paying attention. They are intentionally targeting your funny bone, and they're trying to make you laugh. And if you laugh,
you lose.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So that's immediately more difficult.
I get it.
And then, of course, hard mode is just full-on brain rot meme compilations.
Oh, no.
With all of the sound bites you know and love playing, all overlapping on top of each other.
It's like Vine comps.
Yes, it's like Vine is pretty tame compared to the kind of shit that kids are consuming right now on YouTube Shorts. The nuked, like, hard-boiled memes, the big loud fart, and the Taco Bell, and the, like, Looney Tunes goofy compilation sounds. Like
the TikTok boom.
Yes, constantly. The Costco guys shit. Like, all of this stuff is just overlapping, and it is literally impossible. Like, you have to, and remember, we're getting caught up on what's happening on the sides, but the middle is where the action's happening.
Right.
You got to still dodge the bullets. And shoot back. And collect and dodge and know, like make purchases and strategize what rooms you want to go to and read weapon descriptions. It's fucking crazy. Ultra hard mode is easy. It's just like those games where the more you play, the more you reveal the hentai character.
Yes,
that's
exactly.
The ultra hard mode.
We should definitely, when your first time gamer login experience, when you log into Star of Providence net, should be
starofprovidence.net.
You need to put in your date of birth and your sexual preference.
Yeah.
And then it shows you like a bunch of lewd characters, and you have to like rank them on how goinged up it makes your groin.
How goinged up? Yeah.
And then little did you know, you're like, why are you asking me this? Then you finally get to ultra hard mode, and oh no, I cannot win the staring contest of this game when there's two bazoongas.
That's a pretty funny one, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, with the big zoom beanies going on the margins. Oh boy.
But there is a hack. If you're asexual, it's basically just easy mode over again. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They've been saying this. They've been saying there's no gamer benefit to being asexual. They've been saying you don't have any in-game benefits. Why would you even do it? I have such good news. You're vindicated. This is your
Star of Providence.
Star of Providence.
You can tell everyone you won Star of Providence ultra hard difficulty. And people are going to be like, oh, how'd you do it? I couldn't get past the penors. I couldn't make it past the fallacies. And you're going, wasn't a problem for me. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I was fine.
I don't know, guys. I've never looked at a pair of Zoom beanies in my life.
Those don't interest me. I don't care about that.
We are but sexual ants living in your shadow. The individual not driven by base desire. You tower above us, and you beat the video games we cannot.
Literally put all asexuals in positions of power. I cede all of my responsibility personally and as a citizen of the world. Just make all asexuals in charge. You guys are better than us.
This is so stupid. I don't mean to actually offend anybody. But Caleb, you do know, I think when you're rocking the asexual person in power loadout, so your likelihood of being bribed sexually goes down significantly.
Yes.
But to balance it out, does your likelihood of being bribed financially balloon at that point?
That's an interesting question.
Twice as susceptible to money bribes?
We're going to have to, folks, if you are listening and if you are asexual, I need to know. Please send an email to heywefixedyourgame@gmail.com. Let us know if that would work on you. Big open-ended question here. I'm not sure if it gets answered in the game because I haven't finished it.
Yeah.
I've beaten one run once. I need to beat a bunch more, I think, as these roguelike games tend to go. You are a little ship flying through a big facility that is haunted by various constructs and undead things and like wizards and a couple of creatures in a very cool and expansive bestiary that is fun to look at and peruse. But I don't know at this point what the big facility is that we're exploring.
Could it be a Costco?
Could it be a Costco? That's what I'm trying to wonder. I guess it could be a Costco. So there are 5 floors. This is what the game gives you. And I'm saying that we could use these vague descriptions to create a space for where this is and what it does.
Yeah.
The first level is excavation.
Okay.
The second level is archives. The third level is maintenance system. The fourth level is bellows. It's got like a kind of a mechanical, coppery, like steampunk kind of feel. And then the fifth is sanctum. So my first thing that jumped out at me was obviously it's a dairy processing plant.
I think so. Yeah.
It's like a pasteurization plant for milk.
Yeah.
First you have to excavate the cows, obviously, and then you have to archive all the different types of milk,
Right.
1%, 2%, whole milk, skim milk. And then you have to maintain the milk. That's where the pasteurization happens, obviously. So you're maintaining the milk in the maintenance system, and then you're bellowing like a cow to attract more cows.
Right. That's where all the sound waves, they redirect them to the bellows.
Yeah, where the bellows bellow, obviously, to attract the cows, so you can make more milk. And then the sanctum is obviously where they keep all the cows.
Yeah, I think that's quite astute of you. I do wonder in the future what situation has led to you needing to dismantle this particular cow facility. Why are you here taking out all of the security systems
for this dairy processing plant?
Are you lactose intolerant? Is this a revenge mission?
Yo, interesting idea. You are the last non-milk drinker on Earth, and due to elaborate pasteurization methods,
yes,
everyone's become brainwashed by drinking pasteurized milk.
Yeah. And you are the only one who held on to the old traditions of being lactose intolerant.
Yeah.
And their numbers are small. We live in a world where you can CRISPR that stuff away, but at what cost? They edit some other sequence of your DNA. Yeah, they also take away your hyperflexible joints.
Oh, no!
So,
I needed those!
It's a devil's bargain, to be sure. What the solution is to, of course, fly your spaceship in and kill the dairy processor.
Do you have any ideas for other places it could be?
I mean,
We've got excavation, archives, maintenance system, bellows, and sanctum. Very, very broad. It could be anywhere.
You ever go to, like, the first McDonald's or, like, the first Culver's, and they're, like, these weird old-ass buildings? It's like, this is the first one ever. Maybe this is, like, the first Wendy's? And they have just, like, kind of, at this point, tricked out that building past any kind of recognition, you know?
Yeah, the archive, the burger archive, the Dave's single archive.
They've saved a copy of every burger they've ever made in the Wendy's burger archive. A lot of
duplicates.
So let me walk you through it. Excavation, that's where they pull the resources from the soil that allow them to enrich their food.
Their burgers,
Archives,
yes.
that's where they keep a copy of every burger they've ever made.
Dude, can you imagine being a Wendy's employee and they're like, you have to make 2 burgers. One goes to the customer, one goes to the archive.
The carbon. You need to make that burger on the carbon grill, okay?
Yeah.
What was the 3rd floor again?
Third floor is easy. Everyone's got one. It's a maintenance system.
Right, yeah. And that's where you maintain the customer satisfaction.
Yes. It's the
play
customer
place.
service floor.
It's the play place.
The play place.
Maintain your childlike sense of wonder. The bellows is the place where you've got all the little dudes who are like jumping on those old-fashioned like air spouts that keep the like flames running in the grills.
Yeah.
All like the little elf men. And then the sanctum is where Wendy is. She's the final boss.
Yes. Wendy's down there. Save her.
She's
been trapped there. She's not there by her own will. Are you kidding me? Oh.
Kill her. Kill Wendy.
No, she's a beautiful redhead.
In the name of the Burger King.
Oh, we work for the Burger King.
We work for Burger King.
The ship is the Burger King, naturally.
This is Sneak King 2, actually.
Sneak in and kill Wendy. Yeah. Oh, God.
So that's the location.
Yeah, yes. We locked that one down. These vague-ass video game locations, I can't tolerate it. Like, it has to obviously be Wendy's branded, or like milk spurting out of various udders, or
I think the milk spurting out of udders, say no more.
The bellows, just milk, man. Just milk, man.
It's the bellows of the cows. It is the moose.
Oh, yeah.
That was
That's
good.
awful.
Wait, that was such a good cow. Do you practice?
Yeah.
How long have you been doing it for?
No, I got a cow in here with me.
Oh, yeah, I see him.
Yeah.
Wow, Fixco just started putting cattle into your office.
Well, because I don't know how to get food in here. I'm hungry. Like, I've tried DoorDash, I've tried Uber Eats. They can't. So, and so eventually I just asked, I was like, hey, can I get some food? And then next thing I know, a cow is in my cubicle.
Whoa.
Yeah.
There's no worse feeling than working at Fixco, ordering DoorDash, and then being emailed an obituary for the DoorDash driver, saying that they died of starvation on the way to deliver your food because they got lost in the crypt.
Yeah, they got lost in the crypt. Have you met any of the DoorDash drivers down there?
There's a pile of bones that someone has labeled DoorDash.
Well, at least the label maker still works. That's a good sign.
Yeah, well, the roving bands of QA workers are nothing if not methodical in the way that they organize. Yeah.
So this is a cool game in that it uses keywords. Much like Hearthstone or Magic the Gathering, it uses keywords that it attaches to weapons to make them more unique. Because there are like 20 or so different weapon types. Many of them are gated behind unlocks. But there are many more keywords that can come attached to the weapons to make them fire in unique ways or have unique properties, erase bullets when it passes through them, split apart, fire in threes, stuff like that. I'm suggesting we need more keywords. There just aren't enough keywords. So my first one is the keyword bad.
Okay.
Where the weapon's bad.
I love that.
It makes the bullets like super tiny and they're really, really slow. So you shoot them and it goes pew, and it just drifts lazily across the screen. And then explodes when it hits something and deals 1 little damage.
Just one
damage. That's my keyword.
Yeah, that sounds bad.
Yeah, it is bad.
Whatever other upgrade you chose in place of that one, you'll feel better about it because at least it wasn't bad. Yeah.
Think about it this way. For efficiency's sake, this makes all of the other keywords better.
It's so true. Yeah.
What's more efficient than that?
You don't have to actually buff and balance a game when all you really need to do is drop the floor to be a little bit lower.
Yeah. That's what I've been saying this whole time.
That suddenly it's all in perspective now, you know?
Yes. What you need is perspective.
Yeah.
In the words of Anton Ego.
So I love this idea. I like this keyword.
The other one I had, which fits in with our dairy processing plant, Liquid, where the bullets just kind of splash around. You know those Noita?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, the ones that have those really complex physics engines for liquids and solids and stuff?
I do know what you're talking about.
Just make a liquid gun. Enter the Gungeon had a really good water-based weapons mechanic that was really fun. So just make your bullets liquid where they can splurt around.
I like that idea quite a bit. Kind of like the flood gun from Mario Sunshine.
Right.
Yeah. Would you like to propose a liquid that this gun could be producing?
You asked the question and one word came to mind, and I'm not going to say that one.
There are a lot of bad liquids. Have you ever considered the vast field of uncomfortable liquids that there are? Is this more than you think?
No.
Think about it for a bit longer.
God, that's a lot of bad liquids. You're right. There's so many that come to mind.
Yeah, and a lot of them come from your body.
So many of them most of them come from your body.
I've got some for you, Caleb.
Yeah.
How about narrative? So the narrative keyword, whenever you fire, the game fades to black and you get an illustrated cutscene of manga style. Your character is saying something epic and shooting the bullet and contemplating life itself as the bullet flies through the air.
I'll do you one better. It's the only way to get lore in the entire game. It is for the most part, lore absent game until you get the narrative keyword attached to one of your weapons.
That's
and then all
good.
of a sudden, you're just getting random lore for every enemy, every floor, every tile, everything.
I love the idea of a game that has zero lore, and then it would just add in some troll lore. So maybe instead the narrative, just every couple of times that you shoot a bullet, a little speech bubble pops up, and it just says I remember when the Zorgons attacked the Flemulat. It's just random, randomly generated proper nouns creating nonsense lore
this
for you.
This reminds me of the time that the big mushroom in the sky dropped its spores and propagated the Ethereum with all of these.
And it is narrated in Peter Griffin, Family Guy voice. Hey, Lois, remember the time that...
Looney Tunes is another keyword I came up with, where all the bullets are different items and sizes, like hammers and bowling balls and bombs and stuff, and fists, TNT blocks and everything like that. It's just Looney Tunes, and they make the Looney Tunes sound effects, the beep bong bong beep 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 whenever you shoot.
Every single time you shoot, just kind of a 2008 ass 3D animated GIF of a big hammer. Or a gun that says the
bonk
flag comes out of it that says POW. And
they're
all just rapid firing all over your screen.
They're very powerful because they're large bullets, but they are very distracting to the purpose of the game, which is dodging bullets.
Yeah.
All of these are keywords that have debatable mechanical benefit, but very serious negative implications to how you play the game.
Okay, I've got one good one. One that's definitely going to be of value. The skip ad keyword, where when you shoot using that weapon, it will skip the current ad. Now, unfortunately, we will be adding ads to the game, and unless you have the skip ad weapon, you are not able to skip the ads.
That's what the bars to the left and right are for. They're for playing ads.
Wouldn't that be so funny if you were getting kissanime.ru porn ads while playing Star of Providence?
I was thinking for real ads, State Farm ads, YouTube ass ads to the left and right of your screen while you're playing Star of Providence.
Yeah.
That's funny. I'm getting a little thirsty, Dwight.
Oh yeah.
Do you have a water cooler where you're at?
I see a puddle of stagnant water.
Yeah, let's do a water cooler break then. I'll go to the water cooler, and you can go to that puddle of stagnant water, and we'll both take a sip together.
Cool. I can't wait to find out what bacteria live in this and soon my body.
Don't worry, they're labeled very thoroughly.
Now that is refreshing.
It can't be, but I'll go on.
I thought by saying now that is refreshing, it would make it so. It did not. It is putrid.
Yeah, that's disgusting, man.
It tastes as it's labeled. Gonorrhea. It's got that distinct gonorrhea taste.
Okay.
All right, Caleb, I've got a question for you today for this water cooler break.
Hit me with it.
So, Caleb, we've been podcasting for a while.
More than a year.
We've been podcasting before even Fixco, the Fixco days.
Yeah.
And I think me and you have developed a special bond with each other through podcasting. But there's somebody else we've developed a special bond with, and that's the listener.
That's so true.
But you know what really bothers me about our relationship with the listener?
Other than the fact that there aren't enough of them?
Yeah, listener, we'd like you to be more, please. But Caleb, when I talk to you, I can call you Caleb. You have a name. But the listener, I always have to put on this formal tone and refer to them as the listener, the audience.
Yeah, capital T, capital L, yeah.
Exactly, and it just is I'm afraid it's alienating our good friend who we would very much like to develop a strong parasocial relationship with.
Yes,
so,
yes.
What if we gave listener a name?
Monolith Game Studios, how about that?
Okay, let's try it on for size.
Okay.
Hello and welcome to Hey, We Fixed Your Game. I'm Dwight.
And I'm Caleb.
And
you're Monolith Game Studios.
Game Studios. I don't know about that one, Caleb.
I really, you know what? In a couple of years, we might have to change our name to avoid any possible legal trouble.
What do you think about the name Bev?
As in beverage or Beverly?
Beverly was kind of what I was thinking. A nice gender-neutral name there.
Is this canon? Like, are we deciding right now what we're gonna call our fans?
I am happy to announce that this is canon. If we're not funny now, we have to live with it, Caleb.
That's so much pressure, dude. Oh my god. This is supposed to be a water cooler break.
Yeah, no.
This is hard shit.
The thing that makes people funny is when the pressure's on and they can't find an escape and they start to panic. That's when you're at your funniest.
That's why I love going to comedy clubs.
Things get so much funnier when they lock the cage. When they lock the cage and get out the weapons, that's when the good jokes come.
When they pass out the spears and tell the audience to poke and prod.
Make us laugh, funny man. And then they do. And we let them out most of the time. Man, from what I understand of stand-up comedy, probably most comics would prefer to be locked in a cage rather than bomb out at like 3 a.m.
Yes. Oh my god. God.
Equivalent experiences.
What do we call our fans? Bev is just not spicy enough.
So for one thing, probably gender neutral would be great. Short, I would say, like a single syllable, maybe two. I think of our audience friend as rather whimsical. Something that has some flair to it, you know?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Slava.
Flava? As in...
Slava.
As in...
Slava!
Slava! I don't hate it. That's a great reference to a great episode.
It's a great reference to a great previous episode.
It has to be region unspecific, but I don't know if that's possible.
How about Slavo?
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 Fixers? No.
That's not a name.
Like something branded. And hello to our fixers. If you want to become a fixer.
That's like hashtag fixer fam, hashtag fixer nation. Like,
yeah, you're right.
I want us to have it a person. We're like pretty much
personal. We
know the listener as human to human, face to face. And we should refer to them as such.
I got it.
Yeah.
This is so stupid. We call him Hey.
Hey.
Hey. So that way, hey, comma, we fixed your game implies the game that the audience is playing, we fixed.
Uh-huh.
HEIGH.
Uh-huh. That's pretty good. Let me hit you with one.
Okay.
Grumbus.
Oh, that's a low fucking blow, Dwight. You know that I love the Gwimbos. You know that I love the freaking Jeebles. I love that shit. Oh,
God. Well, then why would we say no to Grumbus?
It's got to be a more positive sounding.
Grumpus. Is that better?
Yeah. Yeah, that is better. It does. The inflection is everything. Plorms.
Plorm.
What up, Plorms? Yeah, what up, Plorms?
Hey, Plorms.
What's up, Plorms?
Yeah, Plorm is pretty good.
Plorm. Does it sound like we're saying porn? No, it doesn't.
Plormography.
Plormography. Don't look that up on Google. You don't want to be there.
You'll find yourself. So I would like to say for the first time, hello, Plorm. I see you.
Plorm, it's good to have you here. We wish you were more still, but we
Plorm,
love you just the way you are.
But here's the thing.
At the same time.
It's just Plorm. No matter what, it's just Plorm. No matter how much Plorm it is, it's still going to be Plorm.
Now that we've humanized our audience, we have to love it the way it is.
We're glad you're you. We don't want anybody else. Hey, Plorm, we're glad you're here.
Plorm, we're really glad you're here. If you have a better name for yourself that you'd like to identify as, go ahead and pitch us on it in an email or DM of some variety.
Yeah, but for now,
if you'd prefer to self-identify,
hi, Plorm.
Plorm, it is. Plorm, I love you.
Love you, Plorm.
Asterisks, Tussle's hair.
Nuggies, Plorm. Yeah. Asterisk. All right, let's get back to it. Let's get back to fixing.
Dwight, hit me with what's the finger on the pulse? What's the zeitgeist? What's the word on the street?
I've got good news, which is this is like a 98% positive rating for this game on Steam.
It's really hard to go wrong with a game like this, in my opinion.
So the consensus is that this game has always been the shit since it came out to begin with, but it never got the shine. And now that Big Mode has kind of helped it release a big 2.0, it is finally getting the love it deserved all along, and I love that. But there are still some opinions that I don't think have been taken into account, and now that we own the IP for Star of Providence, we can take those voices into our ears and then use our fingers to tweak those knobs.
Twist those dials.
First off, not a huge fan of the tight screen layout, just kind of feels cramped.
Yeah.
So your fix earlier did not solve this in that.
No.
We need to find a way to uncramp the screen.
Easy fix. Yeah. Make everything smaller.
Oh, that's very good. Yes.
Yeah.
We make everything smaller and then suddenly it's not so cramped. I'm worried about the balancing, so maybe we also add some letterboxes in there as well. Just to make sure that the game doesn't completely break. So we make everything smaller, but we do add some letterboxes. You're pillar boxed and letterboxed.
Yes. Okay. So it's just a it's just a 1x1 square in the middle of your screen that you have to squint to distinguish.
It won't feel cramped. It's going to feel really spacious.
Yeah. You're going to feel like a comedian in a cage on a stage. Hey, your body is entombed, but your spirit can roam free. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. All right, Caleb. The music, visuals, and setting are all incredible, but choosing the roguelite genre was a mistake.
Done. Action-adventure point-and-click game.
Point-and-click Star of Providence. Yeah.
Yeah, bullet hell point-and-click game, easy.
That would be so funny. A Monkey Island mod where you have to dodge bullets as you solve
your
puzzles.
Mouse. Yeah. In order to point and click, you have to dodge bullets to get there.
I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, football managing simulator, Star of Providence.
It's football now. American football, European football, yes, both.
Yep. Icelandic football, we don't know what that is, but you got to manage it.
You're managing it, and people are shooting at you. Moving on. All right, Caleb. This was a very common one. I'm going to read you two here. Sure. I don't know why they changed this game's name from Monolith to Star of Providence. The second one says, who the fuck changes the game's name 6 years after release? So the same thing kind of in two shades.
Yeah. See, that's were these negative reviews or just like, were they attached to a rating?
This is people who are like, I would have liked this game if it knew who it was, but the name has changed, and therefore I freaking hate it. And
well, look,
if you like it, you should die, and I don't like you.
Oh man,
They wouldn't be complaining if we'd given it a better name. And this time around, we're not going to make that mistake.
Yeah, nope.
Let's pick a name that will make everybody happy. Donkey Kong Banana Mania.
Yeah,
People love that.
No
big
bananas
monkey
in
guy.
the game.
It's a marketing stunt.
Yeah. The solution to this is easy. What game do people love a lot right now?
Minecraft 2. We name it Minecraft 2.
Minecraft 2.
Yes. Okay.
What's the most popular game right now? Marvel Rivals.
Yeah.
We name it Marvel Rivals. When the next big game comes up, we name it that. And then when the next game comes up after that, name it that. So that way, no one can complain.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that way, if you don't like the name, it's going to change in 3 to 5 years.
What day is it? February 26th. Here's our game, Monster Hunter Wilds. I hope you enjoy it. Yeah.
Right,
check back in this fall for our game, GTA 6.
Same game.
Such a good marketing strategy. I love it. The SEO is going to blow up. Imagine if you type in GTA 6 and the first thing that comes up is starofprovidence.gov, you know? Here's our next one, Caleb.
Yeah.
It has one seemingly minor problem that completely ruins the experience. And that is the fact that the pause music is extremely loud. Whenever I play a game and my mom walks in, I instinctively pause the game to hear what she's telling me. But I can't do that here because the pause music is so fucking loud and distracting.
Okay, that is super true. That is actually a real, genuine criticism. For reference, when you pause the game, it goes... It plays like this like cute chiptune music and it shows your little ship drinking a mug of coffee while bullets are flying around everywhere. It's hilarious. It's a good bit. Not good pause menu music.
Yeah. And it sounds like there's not really a way to change that setting based on this reviewer's further words.
Depending on locations that you're at in the game, when you pause, it gives you different music and animation. So
yeah.
Easy solution, move to an area where it's not playing that crazy, annoying music. Other solution, what's your favorite band? Plorm, what's your favorite band?
Plorm, what's your favorite band? Coldplay.
Yeah. All the pause music is replaced by... And it was all yellow.
Yeah, exactly. And it's still just as loud, but you like it now.
Yes. Yeah. No, we can't change the volume.
Yeah.
It's just good music.
Are you happy now, Plor?
Yeah.
We got some quick ones. Computer detects the game as a virus and won't run.
Easy. Make it actually a Trojan.
Yeah.
So that it disables that function next time you open the game. Next.
Yeah, I think we need... You let this one pass the firewall, and now you've let all of our future software pass your firewall. You didn't even know.
Easy fix. Next.
Yeah. Well, when you log in to starprovidence.net and you have to give your day of birth and, you know, your pronouns.
Right.
You also have to give your social security number.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sexual preference. What fictional characters do you find most attractive? Social security number. Don't even worry about that last one.
What password manager do you use? And what is your password for that password manager? All right.
Easy. Just a couple of easy questions for you.
This one just said, I want to cuddle him.
Yeah, it's a cute little ship. Or they might be talking about the cat. There's like a plush cat. Sentient plush cat.
And it says EM, like which could be referring to a gender neutral them or to a plurality of
maybe they want to hug all the enemies.
I want to cuddle them. Is there a way to win via cuddling?
No, but we could add the hug keyword.
Hug keyword, that's pretty good.
Where you dap up your opponents and then bring them in for a tight hug.
Tune into GTA 6 for this thrilling DAP-based combat. Wouldn't that be so good in the next Zelda game if your three-part sword combo is just the different stages of a DAP?
Yep. Yeah, dap them up. Yeah, good.
Oh, that's so fun. All right.
Full
You can't cuddle
cutscene,
them, but you can dap them up.
Yeah. Because the enemies are homies too.
Yeah, the enemies
Those
are
are my
homies.
bros
And then
right
they
there.
joined your team.
I have no ops. I only have friends.
No op could survive the dap. My roommate's cat likes to watch me play this game. It's sort of like Family Guy for cats.
Callback. Thank you,
Yeah.
reviewer, for the awesome callback.
Yeah.
Here's a question for you, person who left this review. Do you often find yourself batting at the screen of a Family Guy video? Do you ever like paw at Lois and whenever she walks in, you just kind of like paw at the screen? You jump up.
I want to touch Stewie.
You just jump up and slap that football head whenever it shows up on screen.
Yeah.
Star of Providence is basically 50 laser pointers going at once for your cat.
That's so true. It's just so many points of interest. Your cat is really trying to do an assist.
Fix to the game, cat input.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah. Cats can help. If a cat bats at the screen while you're playing, that registers as an input for the game, and you either deal damage or eliminate a bullet. I can't decide.
There's a touch screen, and it only detects cat inputs.
Yeah. Okay, so social security number, sexual preference, date of birth, password manager, and cat paw print.
Yeah. Cat name, cat sexual preference. We've got this one says, this vaguely reminds me of Mario.
I'm going to start a campaign to leave that review on every single game.
Maybe that's this person's bit.
Oh God, I really hope, please, let that be your bit. This game vaguely reminds me of Mario should be the top review of every single video game.
I'm just trying to think of what your possible map of experience could be in evolving games that your two touch points are. I've played Star of Providence and it reminded me of all games. It reminded me of the 2D platformer Mario.
Oh God, that's so funny.
You haven't played anything more similar to this game than Mario? That's the closest you've gotten?
Not even a game with like guns or bullets at all? Like...
It's like watching The Lighthouse and saying, this reminds me of You've Got Mail. What world do you live in?
Oh,
Let me see your Letterboxd account. I think we need a like questionnaire at the end. Like,
yes,
what experience was this similar to? And if they write Mario, we buy them some Steam games. We say, you got some catching up to do, bud.
Here's a beginner Steam library on us.
Yeah, here's an account. Here's your login. Play Isaac.
Oh shit. Okay. Last one.
If this game doesn't suck, then why am I only now hearing about it? Which I just think is it's not really a review. I just think it's a funny phrase.
Dude, you find the best reviews.
I honestly love this dude because he's heard of every good game. Because I'll be like, hey, have you heard of XYZ game? And if he says no, then it's obviously not a good game. He hasn't heard of it.
Oh, God. No fix for this one. Send me your phone number and also... Actually, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, actually.
That's such a bad take.
It's a shitty thing to say unless you have the cred to back it up.
Yeah, so send me your phone number and let me know.
Yeah, we're going to get you hired at Fixco. You're going to be on the Crypt Rescue team. All right, Caleb, those are all of our reviews that I found. I think we're ready for you to bring us home with the final fix.
Final fix. Here it comes.
Yeah.
So... you play as a little spaceship that shoots stuff out of it. But surely there's a pilot, right? There's a pilot in the ship, right?
You'd think so.
Yeah. Never addressed in the game. You are, as far as I'm aware, just that little ship. It's got a cockpit. Presumably there's someone inside there, but we never hear or talk about it. Could be, could not be. Maybe it's a robot. I don't know.
It's got a cup of coffee.
It's referred to as a ship, though.
Yeah.
In the game. So my big fix is we need to do some work on this pilot. I need voice lines, customizable voice lines for the pilot. Oh, you know?
Is that all the same guy?
No, but I like where your head's at.
Yeah. When I get hit by a little stingy thing, when I get hit by a big punch,
Oh. Yeah. Or it could be like, oh no, these bullets are coming pretty fast. Better dodge them.
We could go the 90s mascot route, but we've gone that way so many times before, Caleb.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, Dwight, bring me somewhere new. Hit me with a voice line. Hit me with a voice line from Star of Providence with one of these customizable voice lines.
Oh, yes. I've seen this episode of Family Guy before. I particularly love the scene with Lois and Stewie where they talk about sexual intercourse. Not between them, obviously. They're family members.
That's a really long voice line. Holy shit.
There's only like 3 of them, so it cycles pretty frequently.
Oh, God. And what does he sound like when he gets hit by a bullet?
Oh, Stewie, what are you doing?
I love it. That's good.
Yeah.
That's really good. I'm thinking, oh no, I'd better get out of the way of these bullets. Woo!
Yeah, I think that's pretty good. What if each of the bullets had a voice actor?
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Could be good. Yeah. And then we could get kind of some world building on a bullet to bullet basis.
Yeah. We could get Matthew Mercer to voice one of the bullets.
We hand him a 23-page long lore doc about that particular bullet.
Oh, they gotta finally, we're not gonna hit it. And then that's the end of the voice line.
Do you think we could get a bullet to have a character arc between the point of shooting to the point of impact?
Oh man, I wonder how you could.
The bullet starts out quite prejudiced against bullets of different energy types. But by the time it
makes contact with the opponent,
it crashes along the wall, it sees clearly. It doesn't matter the type of bullet. They all fizzle into the eternal energy space.
Yeah.
Eventually.
The Dark Night of the Soul is when the bullet realizes that he's not going to hit his intended opponent, but is instead going to hit the wall.
Exactly. But then it comes to realize that energy is never gained nor lost in the universe, and it will live again, but not necessarily as the same type of energy, you know?
Yeah, you never shoot the same bullet twice or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's why you will only ever hear Matthew Mercer's voice line once.
He voices one bullet once in the game.
Just the one. Yeah.
You Critical Role heads, get in here. You're going to be sorely disappointed. I'm also thinking for increased pilot customizability is pilot keywords. If weapons have keywords, pilots have to have keywords too. So I think you can acquire the like jumpy pilot keyword where every once in a while your ship will just like jitter left and right.
Yeah.
Possibly into the path of oncoming bullets, but possibly away from bullets, depending. Good under pressure. Maybe that creates like a little dead zone between bullets. Like if you're steering your way into a bullet, the game will kind of subtly push you away from the bullet.
Yeah.
Lactose intolerant, so any milk-based weapons would veer around you.
Which is all of the weapons in this milk factory are milk.
Yeah.
Needs to use the bathroom, and like every couple of minutes you will just lose any control over the ship as the pilot leaves their seat.
The ship, the ship dies just dead in the water, still completely still. And then you hear whoosh.
Have you ever wondered about that in real life warfare? If you're like on the aircraft carrier and it's like, okay, we're approaching the enemy. Oh shit. Wait. Stop the battle. Oh shit. Oh man, what was in that lunch you gave me? All
right, any asexuals or people in the military, go ahead and send us a DM.
Hey Plorm,
get in contact with Plorm. If you happen to be in the military or asexual, send us an email about what you do under pressure.
If you ate bad lunch and you're about to go into battle, do you delay the battle or do you shit your pants?
There's no point of any of this customizing if you're not going to get to see your pilot. So I propose that at a point in the game, you can choose to land your ship and exit your ship into a smaller bullet hell game in the larger bullet hell game.
Okay.
So the bullets are still flying at ship size.
Uh-huh.
But then when you land your ship somewhere on the map and you abandon your ship inevitably to get destroyed by flying bullets, you are a small little guy. There are other small little guys on the miniature scale that are shooting at you, and you still have to dodge the big bullets.
Huge Indiana Jones bullets.
Yes, that are just flying by.
And if it is true to scale, then those bullets are going to be freaking fast, dude.
Huge! Yes.
Yeah.
But the good thing about that is that you can have a hat for your pilot. You can have voice lines, and like you can customize your character. You can have like hair and a nice funky nose, and like
I like that.
An outfit. You know, there's a lot of customizability that comes with having a pilot.
Yeah. Of course, your pilot does get wiped when you die, which you will do immediately when one of the bullets...
Which you will do nearly instantly because it is a real-life war zone.
Undodgeable bullet enters your screen and then 0.2 seconds later has made contact with your character.
But hey, you know what? You get to have a nice hairdo.
That's true. And that bullet that hit you, that one, Laura Bailey.
That's my final fix. I could not have said it better myself. So obviously the two blank areas of the screen to the left and right are going to be filled with meme compilations and various distracting videos depending on your difficulty. There's going to be a large milk-based map for you to explore. Or potentially the world's first Wendy's, the Wendy's Omega, if you will.
With Wendy herself.
Yeah. You're going to get to enjoy weapon keywords such as bad, shout.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, you're going to be able to kit your pilot out with some awesome gear and some lovely voice lines before getting obliterated by a ship-sized bullet as soon as you exit your ship-sized ship.
And as 100 bullets enter your screen and you hear a bunch of voice lines overlapping, you won't know it, but you will be hearing the dulcet tones of one Matthew Mercer. Potentially. He only voices the one bullet.
Yeah. We've made a lot of entreaties to you this episode. We would love any asexuals to let us know if you're easily manipulated or coerced with money.
Yes, it's so true. Or in the military.
Or in the military, if you're in the military, we would love to know your social security number and other demographic information upon opening starofprovidence.net. And Plorm, we've decided that your name is Plorm now. That's big news.
And the other thing we'd love from you, Plorm, would be if you could share this episode with a friend if you enjoyed it. Share the podcast. Say, these guys are really out here trying. Rate the show on podcast apps of your choice.
Please do.
You can wishlist a little game called Hello Again on Steam. It is a game that myself, Dwight, is developing in real life. And I'll continue developing if I can ever get out of this damn cave.
Well, you've got another job now, and that's survive.
And that's to support the tribe.
And with that, hey, Team D13. We fixed your game.